Hello, everyone. My name is Denise with Astronauts by Denise. I'm an intuitive astrologer, and I help people understand astrology better, their personal astrology, their natal charts, as well as transits, the impact of the cosmos on your personal life, as well as collectively. And I do these card readings every month for each zodiac sign. So definitely check the timestamps below to tune into your sun, moon, and rising signs. So I'll be pulling a card for each of the signs for the month of December. So everything that you need to know and just keep in mind for this month. It is a powerful month astrologically. There's a lot happening. There's a lot going on this month. So I'm excited to see what will come through for all of the signs. So let's just take a moment here to meditate together and set the intention to receive a clear and easy to understand message for you. Just taking a few deep breaths here now. And if you like, envisioning white light from Source itself pouring down from the heavens and instantly raising your vibration. Breathing this light in. Allowing it to flood your auric field, to flood your room, to flood your house, this pure vibration, to flood your being, and allowing it to connect you with the highest part of yourself, your higher self, your truth, your highest truth. And setting the intention to receive a clear and easy to understand message that will support your highest evolution, your growth, and your highest good, and the highest good of all. And if you like, you can visualize a golden shield around your auric field that will ensure that you stay in a high vibration, and that only information that will serve your highest good will come your way. And allowing this light to cleanse you, to uplift you. Clearing your third eye. Wonderful. Taking one last deep breath here. And exhaling, relaxing, releasing. Okay, wonderful. So let's start off with Aries. So this is a reading for Aries sun, moon, or rising. So tuning in, if this is your sign, connecting in with your higher self and setting the intention to receive a clear and easy to understand message for December 2020. Aries sun, moon, or rising, what do you need to know? Okay, so Aries, we have the moon card. So I would recommend checking out where the moon is in your chart, what sign it's in, and what house it's in for a clear picture of what this is going to bring for you. But this month is pretty much about connecting in with your emotions, Aries. Feeling your emotions, understanding your emotions, and it can also mean like connecting with people at a deeper level, at an emotional level, and finding your soul star family, finding those kind of deep karmic connections. So yeah, Aries, stay open to that and tune in with your emotions, like I said, and manage your emotions well also. Emotional time. And especially since we are in eclipse season right now, we have the eclipse portal starting on November 30th in Gemini, lunar eclipse, and then we have a lunar or a solar eclipse in Sagittarius on December 14th. So that period is going to be like an emotional time for all of us. All right, so now we will read for Taurus. Taurus sun, moon, or rising. So just tuning in, connecting with the white light from Source, purifying your field, lifting your vibration, connecting in with your higher self, Taurus sun, moon, or rising, for a message for December 2020, what do you need to know? Okay, Taurus, we have Mercury retrograde reinvention. So Taurus, this is going to be a really, really good time for you to be reflecting. Reflect, Taurus. It's not necessarily a time to be acting or really moving forward on anything, I guess, this month. I mean, of course, if you've already thought about it and planned it already, but this card is really asking you to take a pause and think before you act, which you're already like pretty good at anyway, Taurus. Kind of a little bit more cautious, slower moving energy anyway with Taurus. But yeah, just pay attention to the details this month and back up your technology, review things, revise things, like think twice before making big purchases. Yeah. So hopefully that helps, Taurus. And next we're going to move on to Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. For December 2020, what do you need to know the most right now? Connecting in with white light from Source. Raising your vibration, connecting in with your higher self for a message for 2020. December, what do you need to know, Gemini? Okay, so we have a lot of energy here for you, Gemini. We have 3 cards here, so we'll break it down. First is Saturn return. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. First question is like, are you going to be going through a Saturn return? Saturn will be entering the sign of Aquarius in about like 0 degrees in December. So if you are Saturn in Aquarius natally, and especially at 0 degrees, your return will be starting. If not, that's okay too. The general message of this card is to be making long-term adult decisions. Okay, thinking about the long term, not only your instant gratification, not only now, but really like planting the seeds for the future. And then we have Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is your sister sign, Gemini. It's the opposite sign. So you share a lot in common with Sagittarius in that you guys are both freedom seekers and knowledge seekers. And very, very curious. So it's good for you to just kind of be aware of the sister sign polarity. The difference is that Sagittarius is a little bit more abstract, philosophical, more like foreign cultures, like kind of these more nebulous ideas, like bigger ideas. And Gemini tends to be more interested in factoids or like relevant practical information or just like bite-sized info. So yeah, just be aware of that Sagittarius energy in your life. Maybe check out where Sagittarius is in your chart. It's this freedom seeker energy, adventurous energy, nomadic energy in a way. And also just check in, like, do you know any Sagittarius people? They might be playing an important role in your life this month. But yeah, I would check out where Sagittarius rules in your chart. You might not have any planets in Sagittarius, but it'll still rule an area of your life. So there might be some more insights coming in from that house this month. We also have a solar eclipse in Sagittarius. So that's a new moon, a supercharged new moon, December 14th. So that might also be an important time for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And of course, astrologically it is because your Sun, Moon, and or Rising will be opposing the Sagittarius solar eclipse. So there's going to be like a lot of lessons for you this month, a lot of illumination through the opposite pole. Okay, and then we have North Node, life's purpose. So I mean, this is really, really a big month for you, Gemini. Not only are you making these kind of more adult, responsible, long-term mature decisions, you're also like broadening and opening your mind and starting to think in new ways and perceive in new ways and like learning from kind of opposite energy to yourself. And also from the solar eclipse, which is going to be hitting you hard. But it's all like kind of in line with your soul purpose here. So North Node, check out what sign your North Node is in and what house your North Node is in, because that's going to give some information about why you're here, why you've chosen to incarnate here on this planet. And I offer North Node, South Node readings, soul purpose, past life readings as well, if you want to dive specifically into this topic, which is super, super fascinating in astrology. But yeah, I feel like you're just going to be getting more clarity on your soul purpose. You're going to get messages about your soul purpose. And you're going to be making these decisions, these long-term decisions that are going to be supporting your soul purpose through this long-term and responsible thinking. That's going to be getting illuminated through the solar eclipse and through Sagittarius energy in particular, either through other people, through the eclipse, or in your own chart, wherever it lives. Okay, so let's move on to Cancer. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, tuning in now, connecting in with your higher self, envisioning diamond white light energy from source pouring down over you for a clear and easy to understand message about December 2020. What do you need to know? Okay, so we have 2 cards here for you, Cancer. We have second house owning and Pluto transformation. So second house, check out where the second house is in your chart. See which sign rules the second house and see what planets live in your second house, if there are any, because that's going to play an important role for you this month in December 2020. But basically what the second house means is it's all about money, about self-worth, about our material goods and resources, the things that we own, how we value ourselves, our abundance archetype. So Cancer, this might be a good month for you to kind of like review your finances, to pay attention to your finances, to think about that, like income generating streams, and which fundamentally goes back down to self-worth. Like, are you valuing yourself? Do you see yourself as worthy? And how can you do that? Improve that. And then we have Pluto transformation. So there's going to be a transformation in this domain of your life, in this domain of material possessions, finances, and self-worth. So, I believe that, all transformation is for our highest good in the end, even if it might be kind of rough or, challenging. But, it's this really good energy ultimately, like it's letting go of what no longer serves you so that you can rise anew, like rising like a phoenix from the ashes, and so that you can be your best self. So it might be a good time to let go of any limiting beliefs around money, any limiting beliefs around abundance. It might be a good time to be healing, because Pluto is really about healing as well. Healing your root chakra, Muladhara, healing your connection to Gaia, to Mother Earth, and just healing those kinds of issues around security, finances, material resources, income. Yeah. So paying attention to that, Cancer. Hopefully that helps. Okay, and then let's move on to Leo. So Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Just closing your eyes, taking a deep breath here, and tuning into your highest self. And setting the intention to receive a clear and easy to understand message for yourself for the month of December. What do you need to know, dear Leo? Okay, we got a lot of cards for you, Leo. We got 6 cards, so let's go through them one by one. Let me lay them out. Okay, all right. So first card that we got was 8th house. Here we go. 8th house, endings and beginnings. So this is going to be a major transition month for you, Leo. There's going to be a marked ending. There's going to be a marked beginning. You're going to be letting go. You're going to be shedding layers like the snake, right? going to be rising like a phoenix from the ashes. There's going to be this marked like transformation in your life. Psychological transformation. Yeah, psychological transformation. And you actually got both of the eclipse cards as well. So you got the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. So very clear that you're working with the theme of transformation, of change. And there is a solar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius on December 14th. So this is going to be really important for you. Eclipses are not really a time to be doing ceremony or ritual too much because it is such powerful and potent energy. I would recommend reading up on the eclipses, Leo, so that you can understand. We have a lunar eclipse on November 30th, which starts the eclipse portal. So from November 30th, lunar eclipse in Gemini, until December 14th, solar eclipse in Sagittarius. So this is going to be an important time period for you, Leo. There's going to be a lot of revelations. This is usually the type, like what happens during eclipses, you know, it's a very shadowy energy, right? Because either the sun or the moon is getting eclipsed, darkened, we can't see. So it's like we're turning off the lights and then using our inner vision, our sixth sense. And we start seeing things that we couldn't see before. So being aware of that, Leo, it's going to be a very much yin kind of month for you, even though you're so fiery and bright, and you know, there's going to be a marked like introspective energy that happens this month for you. And yeah, like revelation of shadows, like, you know, again with this 8th house, you're going like deep into the mind and the unconscious. So it's a really good time for shadow work, good time for meditation, and taking it easy. Like I said, yin energy. You don't need to be going too crazy because there's going to be a lot of shifts. And also with eclipse energy, it's like a time period of 6 months as well too. So like there's an eclipse portal where like the eclipses are happening, and you know, we'll start seeing like things getting shaken up, but really the effect is like up to 6 months. So just take notice of what happens during this time period, because the themes might be repeating for the next 6 months. And don't worry, anything that happens is for your highest good. Eclipses like really get rid of anything that no longer serves us. And sometimes we need a shake-up to do that, because sometimes we still cling on to the past, or we still cling on to limiting beliefs, or we still cling on to things that no longer serve us, right? Because our ego is attached to it, or whatever it might be, whatever the reasons may be. But yeah, eclipses, you know, are great medicine. In that way, they'll give us a nice shake up. So it might be an emotional time, so just be gentle with yourself. So those are the first 3 cards. So there's 3 more cards to go. All right, so we have a right here we have Mars. And Mars is the planet of drive, of ambition, of willpower, of determination. And then we have the card Gemini. So this is what the sign of the lunar eclipse is. That's happening November 30th. It's a lunar eclipse in Gemini. And Gemini is the sign of communication. It is the storyteller, the messenger, the trickster, and it is very light, fun energy, very intelligent energy. And then we have the air element card, which represents the mental body, communications, thinking, writing, speaking, discussing, debating, social media, all of that. So yeah, I feel like, you know, even though this is kind of like a more yin time, with the eclipses, especially during that eclipse portal, you still might be, you know, called to action, and you can still take action. It's not that you don't take action, but you also have to really rest this time period as well too, because eclipses are such a sensitive time period. But if there's something that you need to act on it. You know, Mars is here to support you in accomplishing your goals and your dreams, but make sure that you're balancing that with rest as well, and really thinking things through, because Gemini and air are very intelligent energies, very mental energies. because Gemini is also an air sign. So I think, this month too, there will be like a lot of communication that happens, perhaps, yeah, social media, online, like networking, chatting, because Gemini is a very social sign as well as with the air element. And we got this double air. So that, this element of communication is going to be really, really important for you this month as well. So, whether you're kind of doing like talk therapy with people, about what's coming up for you, especially with these eclipses, or what transformations are happening, or if you're writing it down and journaling, this is going to be good for you. You need to have that kind of rational mind about what's happening. I mean, sometimes it's not really, it's more like emotional, or it's, we don't fully understand something. But if you can journal during this time, especially during the eclipse portal, there's going to be some good benefits for you there. It's going to help you see things a little bit more clearly. But yeah, the communication is really important this month. Having that self-confidence and willpower, which you already have naturally, Leo, is going to be important to kind of help you through your big transformations that are happening for you this month. So I would really recommend, Leo, checking out where the eclipses fall in your chart. I do have a video, I can link it down below, that shows you how you can like figure out where the eclipses land exactly in your chart. It's called Natal Chart with Transits video. But if you don't want to do that, a shortcut that you can take as well is like just knowing where Gemini and where Sagittarius is in your chart, which houses they rule. And when you figure out which house they rule, then you will understand, oh, okay, it's going to be impacting this area of my life, or I'm going to experience transformation in this area. And of course, I can help you with that. So definitely send me a message. Yeah, but big month for you. I would also check out what's going on in your 8th house also, in your natal chart. And let me know if you need help, like figuring out your natal chart. Like, I'm here. You can just send me a message, and I generate free natal charts for people. You can do that quite easily online as well too. Any website, I like astro.com, but yeah, I would recommend that you check that out. Okay, so let's move on to Virgo. Virgo Sun, Moon, or Rising for December 2020. What is the message for you? Tuning into your higher self now, allowing diamond white light from source and from the heavens to flow inside and around your aura, lifting your vibration, and setting the intention for a clear and easy to understand message for Virgo Sun, Moon, or Rising for December. Okay, so Virgo, we have 2 cards for you. We have 6th house, and we have the fire element. So Virgo, you're really, really comfortable anyway with the 6th house, because Virgo is associated with the 6th house. This is the house of routine. This is the house of work, of duty, of responsibility, of errands. It's our mundane life. It also is the house of health. So, this month is going to be really important for you to be taking care of your health, to be exercising, to be eating right, to be eating healthy, and to run your errands, to do your daily duties, to fulfill your dharma in that kind of sense, like the mundane aspects of your life. And also having a good routine is going to be really, really key for you, Virgo. Good morning routine, good evening routine, like, have some structure in your life that's going to bring some ease for you. That's really, really important for you at this time, for this month. And fire element desire, like tap into that fire energy, tap into that warrior essence, tap into that strength, tap into that vitality. Virgos can sometimes play the martyr. That's one of their shadows. But like, use this fire to motivate you, to inspire you, to lift you up, to like get you into action. Yeah. And whether that's like kind of like supercharging your routine, like figure out how you can improve your routine so that you can build your fire. Like fire is really important for you this month to kind of motivate you. Yeah. But fire is fun. So expect some fun as well too this month. just make sure that your routine is nice and solid. Okay, so hopefully that helps, Virgo. All right, let's move on to Libra. Libra sun, moon, or rising. So Libra sun, moon, or rising, tuning into your higher self now for clear and easy to understand guidance for December 2020. I'm tuning in to your higher self, tuning into your higher wisdom. Okay, Libra. We have 2 cards for you here. Pluto, transformation, and 9th house, faith. So Pluto, transformation. So this month is going to be huge for you, Libra. I feel like it's going to be a big one for all of us just because there's so many astrological events, but there's some clear transformation that's going to be happening for you this month. Clear shifts and healing as well too, because Pluto is associated with healing as well. Yeah, see what shadow work you can do. See what clearing you can do, what integration you can do. And really just like evaluate what's working for you, what's not working for you, what you can let go of, where you want to go. Like, because this transformation energy is of death and rebirth, right? So like what needs to die in order for you to become the person you want to be? That's the main question here. So, I mean, usually Pluto just kind of makes it happen, whether or not we like it, which is good because we need that sometimes. And this is very much in line with the eclipse energies that are happening this month as well too. So yeah, get ready for that transformation, Libra. And it's going to serve your highest good. It always serves your highest good, right? So be gentle with yourself and go with the flow. Like try not to resist it too much. And Libras, you're great with going with the flow anyway. So yeah, you're very adaptable. So lean into that. And then we have 9th house, faith. So we might see these transformations happening more in the 9th house area. So of course, check your 9th house in your natal chart. If you need help generating your natal chart, let me know. Or if you have any questions about your 9th house, let me know. Check out which sign rules your 9th house and check out which planets are in your 9th house. And if you don't know what those are, just let me know. But yeah, the 9th house represents faith, spirituality, religion, higher education, kind of this like more abstract knowledge, higher knowledge, adventure, travel, broadening your mind, broadening your horizons. And I know we can't really like travel that much right now. But there, I think this has to do more with the belief part. So you might experience some transformation up here in how you view things, what your values are, what your beliefs are, what your world view is essentially, what your philosophy is, because it's the house of philosophy. So yeah, just be open to those transformations that are going to be happening in the area of your 9th house. By looking at the sign, you can see what flavor is in your 9th house, like how you approach your worldview, philosophies, belief systems. And if you have any planets there, that's going to reveal like even more information about how you approach that area of your life. But yeah, just go with the flow of any transformations that happen. And we're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. For the month of December, tuning in with your higher self now, Scorpio. Tuning in with your higher self now. Very clear and easy to understand message. Just breathing deeply. Honestly, Scorpio, just a bunch of cards came out. Let's see. 10 cards. So just let me lay it out here. 1 second. And I'll show them to you one by one. Sometimes that happens. Lots of cards. Okay, let's see what's happening here. All right, so we have the 6th house routine card, Scorpio. So this month, routine is absolutely important. Your morning routine, your evening routine. Like, do you have healthy habits? Do you have routines that are supporting your highest evolution and growth? This is the time to be paying attention to that. And also just taking care of your house, or like your affairs, like cleaning your house, like doing the laundry. Like this card is very mundane, but it's like you need to take care of your realm and sphere. And that's going to bring so many mental health benefits as well too. Like when you live in a clean house, you feel good, you feel better, right? You feel more like in control. Which we know Scorpios love control. And then we have 10th house, the world. So this month is going to be good for your career as well too. You might be asked to kind of like step up somehow, be seen somehow more, kind of engage with the public more, or like some kind of like improvement to your public reputation, your social status, a good time to achieve your goals. It's a very, very favorable energy. Like you'll be seen, you'll be noticed, and you'll be like rewarded for your hard work. So pay attention to career, devote some time to that. And then we have North Node, life's purpose. So that's going to play a big role this month for you too. Clarity, illumination around your soul purpose, why you're here. You can also check your natal chart with any of these cards to see like what's happening in your own chart for further information, for further insight. But basically, check what sign your North Node is in, what house your North Node is in. I also offer North Node, South Node readings, soul purpose, and past life readings, where we go deep into this, specifically why you've chosen to come here. But there's going to be illumination about that. And this card came up too. So there might be some points this month where you feel so frustrated, you don't have all the information, you don't know how to act, and you want to act, but it's not necessarily like a good time to act. Because this card is usually like nothing will come out of the matter. So pay attention to those kinds of emotions. If you're feeling like any kind of like frustration, like or confusion, like what's going on, like maybe it's better just to take a step back a little bit. There's something going on there. It might have to do with relationships, because that's the next card here, relationships, partnerships. This is also like one-on-one relationships, business partnerships, but I feel like this is kind of more talking about romantic energy at this point. So there might be some kind of confusion around that. Take a step back, And then the next card we have is Taurus. So Taurus is your opposite sign. It's your sister sign. So both of you care about like stability and security tremendously. Both of you are determined and persistent. But Taurus is kind of more concerned with the tangible, with the real, because it's an earth sign, right? And Scorpio, you're kind of more concerned with the emotional realm. So, I mean, since this card is with the North Node life purpose card, there might be some revelations that are happening through Taurus. Like anytime like a sign card comes up, it's like, is there a Taurus in your life that you can, or where is Taurus energy in your chart? Or how can you yourself be more stable, more persistent, more committed, more determined? I mean, you already have these traits pretty strong within you already, Scorpio, but it could be just a matter of like grounding it, especially when it comes to like the mundane affairs and your career, right? That Taurus energy will help you with that. And just staying like committed. But yeah, so many cards here. The next card we have is 12th house escape. I'm kind of seeing this one more talking about like your connection to spirit. and meditation, which of course is always necessary, meditation, especially during these times. But the 12th house is kind of like this mysterious house that's kind of more to do with our collective unconscious, transpersonal identities, not even identities. It's like the house of ego death, There's a lot of spiritual energy floating around. Good time for shadow work, dream work with this card. Since it's close to the 10th house card, I would say that this has to kind of do more with like, tapping into your intuition, tapping into like messages from source, from your meditations and stuff, any downloads and insights that come through that will support your career. Just being open to that. And it also could show an indication for doing some healing work during this time. And then we have the fire element card. So this is nice to give you a nice boost of energy. You already have some, even though you're a water element, Scorpio, you're ruled by Mars, so you have a little bit of natural fire anyway. But since this is with the 6th house routine card, like I feel like this is just giving you an extra boost when it comes to like accomplishing your mundane goals and your daily work, the daily grind. Like it's giving you some nice extra fire and boost here, which is great. Yeah, and then finally we have last 2 cards here. We have Aries. So this is another fiery type energy here. It's very independent, brave, bold energy. And since it is with these cards here, the Void, of course, Moon, romantic relationships, like there might be like a lot of passion and drive and like wanting to go and move things forward with romantic relationships, with partnerships. Because there's this card, nothing will come out of the matter, or like it won't go as you expect. Like maybe don't try to push so hard. Try to see the other person's point of view, because Aries can kind of be in their own bubble. And Aries can be very impatient. So trying to be patient, trying to be a little bit more calm in this realm of relationships, just because there's not that much clarity this month. And that doesn't mean that it will always be this way. It's just for this month that, there might be some, a little bit of frustration, I guess. And then the last card we have here is Sun, Spirit. This is always like a good sign. Very positive energy, very like go for it type of energy, yes type of energy. And since it's in alignment with your North Node, Taurus, and because it's in alignment with your North Node and Taurus cards here, like I think this is a really great sign for your soul purpose. So maybe relationships aren't so much, gonna go as you expect, I guess we can say. There's good energy for the soul, the life's purpose, soul's purpose here. So just be yourself. The sun is always about our identity. It's about who we are. So just be yourself. I mean, I think that's always a great message for in general in life. But yeah, especially if you meet any people who are Taurus sun signs, there might be some good insight there for you for your soul purpose. Again, it might not necessarily be like a time to act totally, even though the sun is giving a lot of positive energy. Just like tap into it, feel into it. But yeah, the sun is really positive energy and really like in alignment with your identity, which is great. It's a great feeling to feel in alignment with your soul purpose, right? So I feel like there's going to be good stuff there. But yeah, otherwise, interesting blend for you this month, Scorpio, that I'm kind of seeing. It's like there's a lot of like earth energy, like focusing on your routine, focusing on your health, which is number one. That's the first card, right? That's number one. Everything else will like flow from out of there. You have to take care of your health and your order and your structure and your daily life. Very important. Good energy for your career. And this Taurus energy, like that's all like very earthy energy. So that's good to have that groundedness, especially during these times. And you also have some fiery energy with like the Aries and the fire element card that came up. But of course, with the fire element, again, we have to make sure that, we don't let the fire go out of control or succumb to impatience or frustration with it. Just using it mindfully, channeling that energy effectively, which Scorpio, you're really great at anyway. Yeah, and there's still this kind of like dreamy energy that's happening with the 12th house and with the moon void, of course, moon missing. So I just feel like it's not totally clear what's happening this month, but I feel like we can all kind of relate to that, or that will be the case because December is an intense month. But it's good that you have these like more grounded energies, like working with the Taurus energy, focusing on your career, focusing on your daily life. These are going to keep you grounded, using the fire that's available to help you like have motivation for doing your earthly duties. Yeah, and the sun is just a great card in general to have, just shining bright, even though it might be kind of confusing and frustrating at times. And yeah, the relationship piece, the partner, that coming in strong as well. But again, the message with that reiteration is to, just take it slow, be reflective, be meditative, try not to get too impatient. Yeah, hopefully that helps. It's a lot of energy for you, Scorpio. And just take whatever works for you, whatever resonates, whatever makes sense. Yeah. All right, so let's move on to Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, it's your season now. So tuning in for Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising. Clear and easy to understand message for December 2020. What does Sagittarius need to know for the highest good of all and their highest evolution? Okay. This is good energy. We have 3 cards here for you, Sag. So the first card is Earth. Earth, 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 Earth. So a good time to get grounded, Sagittarius, especially with these intense energies, especially since you're going to be getting a solar eclipse in your sign. So that's going to definitely be impacting you. And yeah, you'll be feeling that one for sure because it'll be hitting either your sun, moon, and or rising. So yeah, staying grounded, going for walks in nature, eating healthy food, spending time with earth people with earth energy, maybe having a plant or something that's going to help ground you. It's a good month for relationships, romantic or friendships. Could be either. So that's nice. And Venus just brings like a nice, easy energy blessing. So this is good. Very nice. And even these 2 things together, Venus and Earth, like brings sensual pleasures, like delicious food or nice fabrics, nice clothes, like coziness, nice material belongings. Yeah, and I mean, I guess that's nice for Christmas too. Maybe I'll get some good presents as well. But yeah, that's really good energy. And then you have your sign, Sagittarius. I absolutely love it when people's signs come out. So this is just a time to really just be you, be that adventurous free spirit that you are, be that curious seeker that you are, be that philosopher that you are, learn new things, talk to people, debate, discuss, go on adventures as much as is possible, try new things. Yeah. Maybe even go do some fun stuff with friends. Maybe even do something fun with friends that's kind of like more earthy. Like if you can go on a hike or something, or go spend some time outside, spend some time in nature, go on an adventure like that. Yeah, so lovely. I think this is a really good month for you, Sagittarius. Awesome. So we're going to move on to Capricorn next. Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising. for the month of December, connecting in with your highest self for the highest good of all. Okay, Capricorn. So we have 10th house, and this is a really good card for you, Capricorn. You ruled the 10th house. This is very natural for you. This is the house of career, of ambition, of drive, of motivation, like drive to succeed, drive to be recognized, that sort of thing. And, you know, this month you will be recognized. You will be in the spotlight in some sort of way. And I think this is always a good sign for careers and for blessings around that. And also just check out your 10th house, see what's going on in there for you in your natal chart. Soul purpose. Yes, great. Soul purpose and 10th house and soul purpose together. This is interesting. Yeah, check out where your soul purpose is, your north node, your sign and house, to get a little bit more clarity about what your soul purpose is. And if you guys are not familiar with the soul purpose, with the north node, I do offer readings, one-on-one readings, 1 hour over Zoom for soul purpose and past lives, where we dive into what the north node means for you and how that will manifest in your life. But basically, this is going to be a good time. You're going to be getting revelations and insight onto your soul purpose this month. And then we have Mercury retrograde. So it might not necessarily be a time to act this month, but it's a time to reflect, to review, to meditate, to contemplate, and pay attention to the details. You know, be a little bit cautious, perhaps, right? So I think like these insights about the North Node, it's not going to come necessarily from action, but it's going to come from contemplation, from meditation, and from just like reviewing your life and thinking about your life and thinking about what you like, what you don't like, what's worked for you, what hasn't worked for you. And also like career wise, like it's going to be a good time to be contemplating your career and your professional pathway. Like, do I like this career pathway? Do I see myself here? You know, and kind of like planning it out a little bit better rather than taking action. It's kind of more this like yin internal energy for you, Capricorn. But I think seeing this North Node is pretty awesome. And this card is pretty awesome too. It's just the Mercury retrograde where we have to kind of bring those energies more inwards to get more clarity. Okay, and let's move into Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So just tuning in right now, Aquarius, taking a deep breath, connecting into the white light of Source and connecting in with your higher self for a clear and easy to understand message about December 2020, what you need to know, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. So Aquarius, we have 3 cards for you here. We have the fire element card, 12th house escape, and grand trine blessings. So with the fire element, you know, you're getting a lot of inspiration, a lot of motivation, a lot of action, a lot of drive. Yeah, just like this vitality and zest for life. Also, it's like associated with intimacy as well too, the physical expressions of love, of desire. It's kind of like energy of desire. So maybe you'll get more clarity on what it is you desire and get more motivation and action to go after what you want. It's this very like strong energy, which is great. But make sure that, you know, you're spending time to like clearly discern, because the 12th house can bring a little bit of mystery. So you need to go within, you need to meditate, you need to do your shadow work, maybe even do some dream work this month, like having a dream journal, and see what messages kind of come from your subconscious mind. And then, you know, from there, like kind of discern what's worth going after or not, what's worth like applying your fire towards, right? Because sometimes the things that we desire, like, okay, on a conscious level, like versus the subconscious level, right? Like just making sure that the desire is not coming from a negative subconscious place. It's not coming from lack or some negative core belief, right? Because sometimes we're acting, well, a lot of the times we're acting from our subconscious mind, right? So I feel like this month is like a good time for you to go within and really examine those subconscious negative core beliefs and really like uproot them. And then from there, you can kind of discern and like move forward with your fiery nature. But this is a good time to get what you want, definitely. Yeah, and of course, like with the 12th house, like try not to spend too much time like distracting or avoiding yourself, right? And we do that in many ways. Could be substances, could be social media, could be food. Like, just be aware of like, you know, any addictive patterns within yourself, and use this fire to like burn through that, move through that, you know, burn through any shadows, illuminate your shadows. This is like very, very bright, positive energy. So yeah, that's exciting. Do that inner work and get your dreams. And try and blessings. This month is going to be a good month for you. There's blessings for you this month. There's going to be ease. There's going to be grace, as long as you keep those kind of things in mind. But even that process of doing those things, of doing the shadow work, meditation, dream work, whatever it is, it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy. Awesome. And then we're going to move on to the last sign, Pisces. Pisces. Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. Tuning into your higher self now. Tuning into your higher self now. For the month of December, what do you need to know? December 2020, Pisces. Okay, we have 3 cards for you, Pisces. We have water element sensing, Libra eye balance, and Sagittarius I see. So water element sensing. Good time to connect in with your intuition, Pisces. Good time to connect in with your intuition. You're already natural at this. You are a water sign, so this is easy for you. But this is going to be especially important this month. And also being aware of water's shadow, right? Like you don't want to get lost in your emotions and wallow and cry, like, you know, just like cry too much or feel too sorry for yourself or something. Like there's a time and place to process all that. But yeah, just don't drown in your waters, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But, you know, the light of it, psychic, intuitive, healing, flow, 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 flow. And you're already a master at this, Pisces. So just lean into who you are, your watery nature, and just flow with whatever kind of comes your way. Which is, you know, with these eclipses, with the solar eclipse in Sagittarius on December 14th, it might be kind of squaring your sun, moon, or rising. You'll have to check your natal chart. I will be posting a natal chart with transits video in below, so you can calculate that and just put December 14th as the date and see where the green moon lands in your chart on the outer end of the circle, like the green symbol, which house it's corresponded to, and then you'll see like how that eclipse will impact you. But yeah, you know, it's going to be an emotional time for all of us. So yeah, just flow with it. And you know, you might get some extra boosts in your healing abilities and your intuitive abilities. So just, yeah, enjoy that, right? And water is also very nourishing and nurturing. Libra, eye balance. So the theme of balance is really important for you this month. Check out where Libra is in your chart. Also see if you have any Libra friends or Libra people in your life, they might have some messages for you this month. But yeah, like, you know, this is also just a very beautiful energy, very harmonious energy. It might be hard to make a decision during this time, but you also have Sagittarius energy, so might not be too bad actually, because Sagittarius is fire, so there might be a little bit more decisiveness there. But yeah, it's like very social. So you'll have like nice relationships this month, like romantic or not, friendships or whatever, just the people you're interacting with. Very social energy. So make sure you're spending time with your friends online or whatever. And yeah, just enjoy. Like Libra is just such gentle energy. And same with the water sign. It's like also very nourishing, very nice. And Sagittarius, so expand your mind, learn new things, go on adventures, explore, do new things. maybe with your friends, your social group, or your partner. Maybe something to do with like healing arts as well too, or a healing kind of activity like a meditation or a sound bath or something. But yeah, I think this is pretty good energy. I would pay attention to the solar eclipse in Sagittarius just because the Sagittarius card came up. So see which area of your life Sagittarius rules, which house it rules, and you can always message me if you don't know what that is. And yeah, but otherwise, it's a month to definitely go with the flow, to socialize. Maybe if you have a romantic partner, enjoy your time with them. And yeah, explore, try new things. So hopefully that helps you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, it's going to be a powerful month. So let's get it, pals. Take care. Much love.